From AccuWeather.com, this is AccuWeather Daily, a brief host-read article. It's weather news in a nutshell. Mexico City is sinking at such an alarming rate that it's visible from space. Imagery from a powerful NASA radar system is revealing subsidence rates of more than a half-inch a month, making the city one of the planet's fastest sinking capitals. The sprawling metropolis, also one of the world's biggest cities, stretches out across a high-altitude lake and sits atop an ancient aquifer, which provides around 60% of drinking water for the city's 22 million residents. Over the years, this aquifer has been so overpumped that it's caused the land above it to subside. Over-extraction also has contributed to a chronic water crisis that has left Mexico City facing a potential day zero, where taps run dry. The city's rapid sinking has been exacerbated by relentless urban development, with new infrastructure adding extra weight on top of the clay-rich soil. Mexico City's subsidence was first documented in the 1920s, and in the years since, residents have experienced the impacts, with fractured roads, tilted buildings, and damage to the train system. New imagery from the NISAR satellite, a project between NASA and the Indian Space Research Organization, reveals the extent of the problem in startling detail. NISAR was designed to map some of the planet's most complex processes and is able to track subtle motions such as land sinking. It is one of the most powerful radar systems ever launched into space. Between October of last year and January this year, during Mexico City's dry season, NISAR mapped the movement of the ground beneath the city. Its findings reveal that parts of the city are sinking at a rate of around 0.8 inches a month, more than 9.5 inches every year. Areas most affected include the city's primary airport, the Benito Juarez International Airport. One city landmark reveals the impacts of sinking, the 114-foot-high Angel of Independence Monument, built in 1910 to commemorate the 100-year anniversary of Mexico's independence, has needed 14 steps added to its base as the ground beneath it sinks. David Beckert, a project manager at the Flemish Institute for Technological Research and a member of the NISAR science team, said Mexico City is a well-known hotspot when it comes to subsidence, and images like this are just the beginning for NISAR. We're going to see an influx of new discoveries from all over the world. The satellite is also able to track other planetary processes, such as glaciers sliding or crops growing, as well as natural disasters such as volcanic eruptions. Well, the wild temperature swings that the Midwest and the Northeast have endured since April show no signs of ebbing through mid-May, as AccuWeather meteorologists say conditions will remain on the cooler side through this week. While the risk of frosts and freezes will reemerge for some in the coming days, it's not all bad news, as brief episodes of nice weather will intermingle with the chill, along with much-needed rainfall. The cool weather will stretch from Minnesota to Massachusetts and everywhere in between beginning today. A pair of mornings will bring additional chances for late-season frosts and freezes, yet again delaying the start of growing season for millions. A large swath of the Midwest and western and central Great Lakes region, especially outside of metropolitan areas and away from large bodies of water, will again experience temperatures near or below freezing for a few hours, potentially damaging sensitive plants. By Tuesday morning, this zone will shift east, encompassing the eastern Great Lakes, the interior Northeast, and the Catskills to West Virginia. Even the near suburbs of big cities like Buffalo, Cleveland, and Pittsburgh will be at risk of a damaging frost if winds are light enough. A hard freeze can even occur in some sheltered valleys in northern Ohio, northwestern Pennsylvania, and upstate New York, severely compromising any gardens already planted. In between and beyond the chilly nights through midweek, temperatures will only manage to top out in the 50s, maybe lower 60s for most, about 10 to 15 degrees below average for mid-May. For those pining for some warmer, more summer-like conditions, which were briefly experienced in mid-April and again earlier last week, there is some good news in the longer-range forecast. According to AccuWeather's team of long-range forecasters, much of the second half of the month will feel more like late spring should, if not warmer. That's all for now. You can find more regional forecasts and science-based articles at AccuWeather.com, and for your local forecast at your fingertips, download the AccuWeather app. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be safe. I'll be back tomorrow with more from AccuWeather.